Yeah, good couple of days. We went 14, 15 periods yesterday, today. There's a lot going on that could be distractions for this group, and I thought they've really done a nice job. The energy today was really good. The compete level was high. Kyron's out there throwing balls, looks as good as he's looked in a while. He's running on hard surface. It's good to see him coming around a little bit, but connected on some deep balls, made some plays in the secondary. I thought there was just a lot of good things with some young guys getting opportunity, and it's good to see. So I was pleased with a couple of days. We've got one more tomorrow. It'll be toned down a little bit, mostly walkthrough stuff, all Minnesota. Today and yesterday was a combination of both. So I'll take some questions.
We didn't see Tootin, Dorian, Panay, Caden Moore, Keontae Jenkins. Have they all opted out for the moment?
Yeah, so some of those guys are opted out. Some of them are still deciding. I'm not going to get into the particulars yet. Some guys that were late coming off of a visit. We had flight problems yesterday. We got guys in the portal. We got guys taking trips where it makes sense. We got guys opted out. We got guys thinking about opting out. You just take each individual situation as they are, and you weigh the information, you talk through things, and I'm always going to do what's best for this team, but I'm also trying to be considerate of situations and opportunities, but we'll do what's best for this team first.
How long can those conversations go on before you have to be like, you just kind of have to prepare with what we have?
Yeah, so obviously there's some contingency plans on things. The reps are going to the right places, which with the way we feel things will shake out. But we got a walkthrough tomorrow. We're off Friday for graduation. Saturday, Sunday, we got to be more honed in on what's going to Charlotte with us. And these guys know that.
I think looking at the roster, 50-some scholarship guys, maybe something like that right now available for this game. How challenging is that to put together a two deep even and be prepared?
It is challenging. We're going to be young in some places. We're going to be inexperienced. But to me, these bowl practices have been awesome for these guys. I'm excited about the opportunity for a bunch of them. I also think that they are getting better practice by practice. It didn't look like this yesterday. It wasn't as good as this. There's young guys stepping up, making plays, executing better. So I'm excited about that part. I mean, Minnesota's a really good team. They're veterans. They got good size. They got good experience. So, it's going to be a challenge for us. But I like the way we're approaching it right now.
O-line specifically looks like a lot of shakeouts with portal guys and stuff like that. Tommy McCard at center, has he worked at center much this year? Is that something?
He has. Yeah, he's worked at center and guard. But back half of the season at center, we're excited about Tommy. He's one of the strongest guys in this weight room. Very smart, credible work ethic, very conscientious. You talk about a young guy that could have an opportunity to get a good start on his career.
Looking at the star, didn't see Keontae out there. Are you excited for Caleb Spencer? Get more reps than Saul. I think Jordan McDonald out there to start as well.
Yeah, so again, with Minnesota being a big group, and they get in double tights and different things, we're experimenting with a couple things right now. McDonald has played out there. He certainly gives us size and strength at that position. Whether it's in a goal line situation or short yardage, he wasn't playing a lot at defensive end, so it made sense to rep him out there some.
Coach,
But I am excited about Caleb.
Coach, you talked a little bit about the fact that going into this game, new guys get to get some opportunities, some reps. For Pop specifically, in terms of this bowl game, the fact that hey, he's going to be able to play, it's going to be on a certain level. What does that type of experience mean to someone like him?
He needs all these reps. He went through most of the year as the third teamer. And so he doesn't get quality reps enough. And so what he's got, and with Kyron's dealing with an MCL, a stress fracture, and a turf toe. And he's fighting every week to try and play. And so you want to give him reps where you can, but you're also trying to get Schlee and Pop ready. And, so this, getting significant real reps, I'm just watching him get better and better. And that's understandable. It really is. His practice habits have improved. He's highly motivated right now. He's very confident. So it's very good for him as well as a host of other young guys.
When you heard Duke Mayo Bowl, I'm just curious. You know, there is something that can possibly happen if the outcome is in your favor in terms of just getting some mayonnaise. Are you prepared for that?
I'm hope that we're that fortunate. It would be a glorious feeling. Let me say that. I want that for all these guys.
With how fluid things are at this particular point in the season, is it kind of like rewriting the script every single season, considering how things continue to transpire with transfer portal and this timing of the year, bowl prep and things of that nature?
It's obviously, it's a little bit of a revolving door. We've had, I think Monday we had 5 transfer recruits in here. Yesterday we had 7. Today we have 6. So it's a lot of work for the staff, but we're creating as much opportunity as we can to fill out our roster, have it be competitive. But let me tell you, there's a strong conviction. The foundation of this thing is at the high school level. And these classes the last couple of years that we've been able to sign, including this one most recently, we got 12 early enrollees, and 11 of them are going to be participating in bowl practices with us. So we're excited about that. But if you keep enough of those guys, the core of those guys, together year after year, that's going to be the backbone of your program. And you go to the transfer portal where you have needs, which we've been able to do over the last couple of years.
You mentioned all those things with drones. It sounds like you haven't explicitly ruled him out for the bowl game. Does part of you just say sort of like, hey, just heal up at this point?
I do, but he's such a competitor. This is a guy, he goes into Clemson he can't run against Georgia Tech, and he insists on playing. We play him, we win the game. Tyler does a great job. He's probably 80%. We rest him, try and get him right for Clemson. He goes out there, he suffers an MCL and a turf toe in about 2 series of time and gets mad when I take him out of the game. He's just such a competitor, it's hard for me to ever rule him out. He's big, strong, physical, very determined, but at some point it was just too much.
So those high schoolers who will be joining for practice, will that be in Charlotte, or are you plan on getting them here before you go down to Charlotte?
Yeah, so there'll be a couple of them that hook up with us this Saturday and Sunday. But the majority of them will either travel with us from here to Charlotte or they'll meet us there.
And like you had that chance with Wiggins last year.
Yeah.
How valuable is it to get them in this early?
Yeah, love it. Super excited about it for the guys, for our team, especially with the attrition and guys going out the door. It's really good to have a strong number coming in that can come and impact your individual group work, gain experience, and add, they can't play in the game, but they add depth to your practice.
It's like you had a couple guys, Malachi Thomas, Branch, Penix out there who are in the portal but out there practicing. Is that case-by-case situation? How do you approach those and say, hey, stick around for the bowl game if they want to?
It is. We talk about the reasons they want to go in the portal. We talk about what they want for themselves. Are they supporting our program? How does this look? How do we go about this? What do you want from the bowl experience? Because all of them deserve it. They all were part of us earning this bowl bid. So I want that for them if it's the right situation. For some guys it's not. For some guys it is. The challenging piece is when there's visits to be made and you want to help them be able to do that. But at the same time, you want them out there practicing and being involved.
What have the conversations been like, especially with walk-ons, because of the scholarship,
Yeah.
because the roster has been going down, a lot of on the portal, it's all few that are out there. What's been that process, especially talking to guys who want to come in and contribute?
Yeah, it's been interesting and it's been tough at times. Some guys that you normally wouldn't part ways with. You'd continue to invest in them. They have an important role on the team that you've had to move on from. When we have to be at 105, it's going to look a little different, much like we have out here right now. But there's also some guys that have walked onto this program and are graduating and have an opportunity to go play and get significant, snaps or even start at another place, at a lower institution as far as football. And I want that for them. So we're helping them do that. They're practicing with us, Griffin Duggan and Smedley and all these guys, and Jackson Sigler. I mean, these guys, super valuable to us. and great teammates. And so they're out here and they're practicing their butt off. And at the same time, they're trying to find that next spot, especially for the older guys that are graduating and have an opportunity to transfer and go play their last year and earn a starting job.
They're curious your reaction to the news at Norfolk State. Michael Vick might be the head coach there.
Yeah, excited for him. Excited for him. You know, his personality, his brand, he certainly knows football. There'll be a bunch of quarterbacks wanting to go play for Mike, I know that.
Along those same lines, as you came up through those coaching ranks, how valuable was it to just even have a listening ear, you know, of a head coach or from a head coach at a bigger institution such as like yourself?
Yeah, very valuable. You know, when you were coming up in this business as a, you know, Division II, 1AA, FCS, I mean, Group of 5, you would go visit places like this, and you'd spend time with those coaches, and you'd appreciate all of it. It'd always be, you know, really valuable. The resources and the time and the experience at this level was very beneficial. So we always have an open door policy to coaches, young coaches like that we know, you know, that are trying to develop and improve and you know, invest in this business. You know, we want to cater to those guys.
Speaking of coaches, how's the search going for?
Good, yeah. Unbelievable amount of interest for all 3 spots. Can't keep my phone charged right now. There's a, you know, and I've got some guys helping me with it, but yeah, I've conducted several phone interviews at each spot, and we're getting ready to dive into some in-person stuff.
Last one. You mentioned the young guys. I'm curious. There are a couple of seniors, you know, Cole Nelson, Gasnell, Ollie Jennings, guys who this will be their last game. We saw them at practice. How valuable practices are these for them to get them prepped for the NFL and what's to come, and how proud are you of them sticking around?
Yeah, I love it. And again, it's you know, to each of those guys, it's their own personal decision. Am I happy and excited for these guys to be doing this with us? Yes. Is it impactful and helpful? Yes. Does it also benefit them to go have a good game, a big game against a Big Ten school, a good opponent on a big stage? It helps them too. You know, so everybody's just wired a little different, and I try and be respectful of their situation. And a lot of these guys have a lot of different voices talking to them, a lot of interest telling them and advising them. So, you know, it's a lot to navigate for these guys.